As we know, Dendro enemies are not only weak to pyro attacks, but the combination of these elements applies the burning effect for a short period. However, Dendro enemies commonly spawn near burnable areas, and in a way, this nerfs them or buffs us, as they can easily be surrounded by burning grass or shrubs to inflict more and more pyro damage, and in some cases, reapply the burning reaction. In essence, this is not applying burning to the enemy, but taking advantage of burning surroundings to apply more pyro. Once grass or shrubs are lit near an enemy, there will be a longer window of pyro application, thus allowing characters to be switched to cause more elemental reactions.
Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock.
However, what if Dendro enemies in the Dendro region spawn in areas with nothing to burn? Areas made entirely of stone, sand, clay, or dirt. With no burnable areas, pyro can only be applied from characters themselves. Burning could then be caused briefly, but there would be no extra damage or window of pyro application for elemental reactions from the field. A few other ways Dendro enemies could resist pyro come to mind too. For instance, if the region has a lush forest, it may be a rainforest with periodic or even constant showers washing away any pyro.
Cryo is always far more effective in rain.
Perhaps even very misty, humid areas where hydro is applied. Another idea would be that Dendro enemies will spawn more near shallow bodies of water that they can use as refuge. Places with shallow shores like oceans, rivers, and ponds are things we've already seen all over the world, so maybe we'll see more places like that in this region. It is very clear that elemental reactions in Genshin are loosely based on real life. Grass plus fire equals burn, water plus ice equals frozen, etc. We've also seen that Dendro slimes are based off real-life plants, resembling radishes, burning easily, rooting themselves in the ground, and multiplying. So, take aloe vera for instance. It has thick, juicy leaves that would certainly resist being burned in real life, so we may see something based off that. A Dendro Regisvine, possibly? Of course, a desert would also be a great biome to introduce an enemy based off cacti. Since cactus have some of the best offense and defense in the plant kingdom, it's reasonable to assume a cactus-based Dendro enemy would also be more formidable than almost any other. Perhaps a desert would be an ideal example of combining all these features into one region. Large sandy plains and stone mountains dotting the landscape with occasional rivers and oases. Also, deserts are prone to seasonal rainstorms that can cause large floods, and many plants in and out of deserts are adapted to survive large fires, and either resist burning or regrow after. There are a myriad of enemy features we could see based off real plants, potentially healing, poisoning, entangling, carnivorous attacks, and so much more. Especially if the Dendro enemies get a shielding ability, it could greatly increase their resistance to pyro damage. On the topic of Dendro shielding for playable characters, I do expect that the new Dendro characters will have a standard orb shield, but green. However, it would be cool to see shielding like Xingqiu's, where there are floating flowers or branches acting as our shield. Maybe something we've never seen before. I'm certainly looking forward to all the surprises that await. Let me know if there's anything you think could make Dendro enemies stronger against Pyro. Also, what do you expect to see in the future Dendro region? Thanks for watching, and good luck!